and Brownie,
the podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne, and what a treat for you. Jonathan Brown, back where he belongs.
And got voice intact.
Well
this
done.
morning.
And
Thank
you look fresh.
I feel fresh. I had a sleep in yesterday. Feeding him, I felt like Frankenstein yesterday when I woke up. The head was on sideways. But I tell you what, it's good to be back, Swanee. It's
good to see you.
What a whirlwind trip it was. A little bit loose, it's fair to say.
Of course.
For a few days over there.
Of course.
Thought I was 21 again.
Hey.
With a dangerous crew.
Of
a dangerous
course.
crew with boots on the ground, it's fair to say. And doesn't the Aussie accent, doesn't that open some doors with you still in LA?
Apparently so.
G'day, mate.
As soon as you say it, the ears prick up and you're on.
If you're only just tuning in and you're wondering what the hell we're talking about, Jonathan Brown spent the last week in Los Angeles at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so bizarre,
amazing.
given what we've been through in the last 2 years, that this is a possibility.
It's amazing. It's probably the
glad.
biggest bucket list item in my life. You know, just the last few years, I'm like, I really want to get one. So we finally got there. It was amazing. I don't know how many times I said to, the locals, let's throw another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, but I tell you what, it's still a popular catch cry.
I love it.
And did we throw some shrimps on the barbie, Christine?
You are full of stories, and we're going to get another a full recap next.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Ready to hit the road this summer? It's time to What If It.
Visit whatif.com to plan and book your accommodation, flights, activities, even car hire.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travel.
Big job.
Yes, absolutely. I think I've lost the filter off the mic, but
Don't worry about it.
We'll be able to get through this break. So it was amazing to think we haven't been able to travel for 2 years.
Yes.
And it was 10 days ago I made the call, said, bugger it, I'm going to the Super Bowl. Always wanted to do bucket
Not only
list
have we not
item.
been able to travel for the last 2 years, we haven't been able to go outside a 5 kilometre radius. So
I know.
this is a big psychological change.
Absolutely. So we get to Melbourne Airport and it's dead. Sydney
Still dead.
Airport's pretty dead. LAX was dead when
What's
we
that?
arrived. So you're thinking, oh my God, is this actually happening? Is this event happening? Well, it was happening because as soon as we got boots on the ground, Swanee, we warmed up beautifully and stayed at player stayed in West Hollywood, the Mondrian Hotel.
Jackie stays there.
Jackie stayed there. It's got a pretty cool pool bar, which we terrorised. They were out of Moscow mules by the time we were
I
finished the
bet they
pool
were.
bar.
Can I ask a very boring question? How was the weather?
The weather was unbelievable. It was
Warm.
the end of winter, and it was warm. So plenty of pool bar action, all that
Great,
sort of stuff.
great.
And there's a few Aussies over there that have done really well for themselves. So Grant Smiley we know about, who's got EPLP,
Oh, yeah,
which
I
is
know
a
Grant Smiley.
very famous bar over in LA that's done well, frequented by the celebrities. And he started a new place called Grandmaster Recorders, which is in Hollywood as well.
That's right.
And I think it used to be a famous recording studio, hence the name, Swanee.
Right.
So we end up on the Friday night. So I got there Thursday night, just sort of, laid a few, tentacles out around the town, found out what was going on. Friday night there was just some party, run by a local guy. So turned up there. Paul Roos was there.
Oh.
There's a few locals there. I think Eddie Maguire was floating around. So enough Aussies were sort of floating around there and enough Yanks. So probably about 180 people.
Wait, did Eddie get lit?
Eddie had a good time. Eddie had a good time. He was enjoying himself, as were most of the Aussies. So our crew comes in. There's myself, Campbell Brown, a couple of mates, Magic Mike, Hinksy was there, a couple of other loose units. And
Which one of you was wearing the baby and a baby Bjorn on the front of their body?
Well, I tell you what, Campbell Brown ended up staying with us for 3 nights, Swanee. He wore the same calf shit coloured loafers, sort of almost like the denim wash jeans, the stone wash jeans, and a beautiful lilac polo top.
Oh, he would have looked magnificent.
But
How'd you keep it clean for 3 days?
well, I don't know. He did an amazing job. We had to put a brown jacket on him on the last night just to get him through. But it was a magnificent effort for him to get around town wearing the same clothes for 3 days. So anyway, he's got this lilac shirt on. As we walk into Grandmaster Recorders for this function, well, of course, that was the day that the mighty horse snap dancer, my horse, was running.
Of course.
So
How many more reasons to celebrate do you need?
So word has quickly spread around this place where there would have been about 150 guests. private function, NFL players there, Swanee, saying good day to us. We're enjoying each other's company. So all the Aussies all of a sudden are on this horse called Snap Dancer at Randwick. They've got their betting accounts out. They're on the phone. They're on the app.
The word snap dancer is racing around this function.
Racing around this function to the point where all of a sudden I'm getting Americans, including some American football players, come up to me and goes, "Hey man, I've heard about this horse called Snap Dancer. Where's it running?" And I said, "Well, it's running at a place called Randwick, which is in Sydney in Australia." I go, "Okay, how much should I put on?" I said, "Mate, put your life savings on it. It can't be beaten."
Oh, my God, Brownie.
So all of a sudden, the pressure's starting to build, Swanee, but we've had a few beers. The anticipation's building. Well, we all crowd around the phones trying to watch the races here in Australia, but we couldn't get enough reception. So because we couldn't get the reception, all of a sudden, people knew the time the race was. So for the next 3 or 4 minutes, you look around the room and all you see is everyone on their phone just hitting refresh.
Please tell me, where did Snap Dancer come?
After about 5 minutes, you hear the biggest roar in the joint go around. Your joke comes through, results. Winner, Snap Dancer.
Mate, it's about time your life turned around and gave you some joy.
They nearly carried me out of Grandmaster Recorders on their shoulders.
Jonathan Brown.
So anyway,
unbelievable.
That was our first night, Swanee, so that was a good start to the trip. We'll tell some more later on.
I look forward to hearing more.
Hey, Torah Bright is coming up. She is a snowboarding marvel. Don't move.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast. Torah Bright. She's one of the most decorated winter athletes of all time, having won gold at the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics and silver at the 2014 Sochi Olympics. She's here to talk about her new film, Mountain Adventure 3D Out of Bounds. See it at IMAX from this Saturday. Here's Torah.
Hello, Torah Bright.
Hello.
Owner of one of my favourite names of all time.
Oh, wow.
Where does it come from? Where does the name Torah come from? It's so beautiful.
The Torah.
Oh,
The
right.
first 5 books of the Old Testament. So you
really-
might as well
Really?
call me
Really?
Bible, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, my mum, I guess my older sister had a Jewish piano teacher, and my mum asked if that would be a good name to call a girl, and he was like, "Well, maybe."
Oh, it's
like
a
it
gorgeous
means
name.
something beautiful. So
Yeah. Another question I always thought I would ask you if I ever got to meet you, which is right now, is do you think that you need to have a certain personality to take on extreme, terrifying sports
To be a psycho.
like snowboarding?
in that case.
Because I've always watched it and thought, oh my God, I'm full of terror about this.
Well, there's varying degrees that you can participate in these sports. So if you just want to go ride the mountain and have a good old time, après style, no, you don't need any sort of personality except you want to have fun. But I do believe that, doing anything more and really the adventure style, you have to have a little element of, thrill-seeking adventure.
Psycho.
Having
a little bit of psycho.
maybe,
Yeah.
like to push yourself, like to
Well, she did
see
do
what
Dancing with the
happens.
Stars. So it shows the psycho nature of it.
Yes.
That is very true.
What's more terrifying, doing the cha-cha and Dancing with the Stars or going down the half pipe?
Definitely Dancing with the Stars. I don't think I'll ever do that one.
Have you ever
So
kept have you kept any of your moves? Do you rip out any moves?
No, that's why I did it. I love dancing. Did you see us? I'm claiming highest twerk in the world last night.
This Mountain Adventure
really?
3D Out of Bounds. It starts with a shot of Torah on the top of a damn mountain, and she's twerking.
Yes, Torah. Yes.
And then it twerks, has a great time, and then bam, down the mountain. This thing that I saw at IMAX last night, if someone looked across at me with my glasses on, the 3D glasses,
Yeah.
they would have thought I was having an aneurysm. Because
Really? It's that good.
and it's hard to say a movie's good because we see so many movies,
Yes.
so you're like, is it really good? Take your damn kids to this one.
Can I tell you, I love a 3D experience, full
There's-
stop.
Mate, this is the best. The technologies, this is the best of the best, right, in terms of 3D.
It was my first 3D experience. I've seen it on the big screen before, but first time in 3D, and you feel like you're living in it sometimes.
Torah goes from the bottom of the planet to the top of the planet to the highest mountains in 3D. There's one bit where there's guys in a helicopter chucking dynamite at goddamn mountains.
What? What,
Really?
to crack the snow off?
Yes.
Controlling the avalanche.
Are you on the edge of out of control for a lot of this? So we see this, and we've seen your amazing exploits in the Olympic Games over the journey. Do you feel like you're on the edge of out of control for most of it, or is it just a walk in the park for you?
Oh, no, definitely out of my comfort zone because, you know, as you all know, my career has been in competitive snowboarding, but I've always loved being in the mountains and always dabbled, but this was the chance for me to get out and learn. So, you know, Jeremy Jones, Sammy Carlson were my kind of mentors, and they joined at different parts along the trip and taught me about mountain safety and all of it. So, yeah, sometimes I was shitting myself because it's all new. But once you do it, you become, you know, and when you're learning alongside the best, you become pretty comfortable pretty quick.
What's more terrifying, being at the top of a slope knowing that you have to go down it, or checking into an overseas flight with a 1.5-year-old?
Yes.
I haven't done the overseas flight with a 1.5-year-old.
What do you think would fill you with more trepidation?
I did with a couple on the way home from the Super.
The way I'm feeling the last week, definitely that 1.5-year-old in the flight.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Real quick, I just want to bang on just a little bit more about this movie. There's a bit where someone's snowboarding and then an avalanche happens in real time and then they're outrunning the avalanche and you're watching this in 3D and you're spilling popcorn and ice cream all down the front of your shirt.
The avalanche of popcorn's coming at you, Deano.
It sounds amazing. I'm definitely going to go and see this.
And one more question about it. When you found a polar bear,
Oh, yeah. There's
Did you freak out?
penguins and polar bears. It's so cute. I did, because that story was actually pretty funny. You don't see it in the film. But
He wasn't stuck in the avalanche, was he?
No. We found the polar bear's den first, and I thought, you know, no polar bear around. Cool. I'll just go lay in it. I'll go put my hand in its paw print. And then all of a sudden our Inuit guide was like, he spotted the polar bear. You know, rifle thrown over his back, like ready. And so we're scrambling to get the camera gear together, get our shit together on the sled and like bail. But luckily,
You were totally Goldilocks in that moment.
oh yeah. So, oh my gosh, really, Torah? But anyway, the polar bear didn't want us. He stayed away for a little while.
Luckily.
Yeah.
we're out at Torah Bright. We've got to go, but take your kids, both of you, please, for
It's
the love
amazing.
of God. See Mountain Adventure 3D Out of Bounds at the IMAX from Saturday. Tickets from imaxmelbourne.com.au. You will not regret
Beautiful.
what you are
Thanks for
seeing.
coming in. It was really great to meet you.
Yeah, great
Thanks,
to meet you
Torah.
guys.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast.
It's time for the home viewer quiz.
What's the prize today? We've usually got such fabulous
Oh,
prizes.
thank you very much for asking. Today, our lucky contestants can win a badass Sunbeam appliance.
Yes.
It's a multifunction oven air fryer.
What?
Enjoy the convenience of a bench top oven and the speed of an air fryer with Sunbeam's multifunction oven and air fryer.
Air fryers are life-changing. Have you got one, Dina?
Still no.
You need one.
I know, right?
Absolutely. You'll never use your oven again. As a single man living alone.
Sausage rolls?
Yes.
What?
Oh, my gosh. Of course.
Swanee, you're playing for Troy.
Troy, are you up for this air fryer?
Yes, Chrissy, the air fryer is an absolute dynamo of an appliance.
Good boy.
And he loves getting tattoos. Where is your spiciest tattoo located, friend?
Would probably right up in my groin, I think, would have to be the spiciest.
Love that.
Yeah, all up in your groin.
And what is the tattoo of on your gooch?
It's a bit of Japanese all up in there.
Oh, lovely.
Like an okonomiyaki or something. Just a little piece of
Hey,
cake.
by the end of this segment, it'll be sayonara.
Oh,
Well done, Jonathan.
stay down, Troy.
You're not hungover.
No, not at all. He's
Jake.
sharp.
Brownie's playing for you, Jake.
Come on, Brownie.
Chris,
Jackie.
Swanee's testing a buzzer.
Okay, Jake, I'll do my best for you.
Yeah, you can do it, mate.
Test your buzzer, John.
Jake coached the Greenvale Grizzlies under-12s basketball team. Well
Good
done,
on you,
Jake.
mate.
You're the best in the world. Juggernaut. Here we go.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
One of the great men, Jake. All right, here we go. Let's get to it. Zendaya is the star of which...
Was she in James Bond?
Sorry, John, the full question is star of which US television series?
Euphoria?
It is Euphoria.
Well done, Swan.
Your face said you didn't know that.
No, I didn't. I haven't
Your
seen
mouth
it.
said the right thing.
Thank you.
What is the technical name for the thigh bone?
What would be the femur?
Femur. You wouldn't want to break the femur.
Oh, no.
That'd hurt.
Jake, not looking good for you. Brownie's got no points so far.
No, but
Yeah,
he...
shit house.
No. Jake,
Jake,
I know
maybe
it's... I know it seems shithouse, but he has a habit of turning things
I
around.
do. Just like your Grizzlies. Let's go.
Which song did Scott Morrison perform on his...
This is not fair because Brownie was out of the country.
well.
It was April Sun in Cuba on a ukulele.
What?
We'll have to play it for you next.
You haven't heard that, John?
I can't believe that didn't make it to LA.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Hey, one off
in
the
trouble
win,
here.
Troy. Troy, Swanee, we need one more question correct.
Let's go, Chrissy.
Yes, Troy.
Which is the biggest shopping centre in Australia? For the
I
win.
believe that it is Pacific Fair. You've got this then.
Juggernaut.
You deliberately tanked that, didn't you?
No, because someone told me that it was.
Chadstone.
It's
Well
Chadstone.
done, John.
I thought it was Chadstone, but then my stepmother said that it was the biggest in, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the periodic symbol for silver?
Juggernaut.
SI.
Nah,
Don't know.
AG.
AG.
What is the name?
Well, that's lousy. It's got nothing to do with
Yeah,
silver.
it does. Why wasn't it SI?
Annoying.
We're going to skip ahead to a more John question, you know. An Avalon is a brand of what car?
Juggernaut.
Toyota.
Yes. Lucky you got that right, man.
Jesus, imagine
You
that.
would have been in a lot of trouble.
2-3, John's back in the game. What is the name of Kanye West's now ex-girlfriend for the win, Swanee?
No.
That is Julia Fox.
Boom.
Troy, you have won
Well done.
yourself a Sunbeam. Thank you, Jonathan.
Congratulations.
Multifunction oven and air fryer. You can shop for those if you like the sound of it online and in store right now.
Well done, Troy.
Well done, Chrissy. Well
On you,
done.
Troy.
And Jake-
Commiserations, Jake.
What do you have to say to Brownie, Jake?
So a bit shady still from last weekend. I'll give him that one. It's all right.
Good on you, Jakey.
You could
All the
win
best to the Grizzlies.
50K Fridays, mate, to this afternoon, actually.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Good morning, Melbourne. Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Over 100.
I mean, something happened to me yesterday that feels like the universe telling me don't bother. I'm just gonna float it with you, right?
Yep.
Because I've got, in the last 2 years, I mean, my kids are sort of, they read a lot, right? And last 2 years there's been no libraries or whatever, and I've spent a fortune on books, a fortune, which I sort of enjoy. I like to spend money on books. I just do. In fact, one of my parenting things is books aren't presents. So for birthdays and whatever, my kids get bought books every week, pretty much, or every 2 weeks. They're not a present. They're an essential, right? Like sandwiches. Yeah. Same diff. But I tell you what, that little motto has really added up over the years because they read a
fair
lot.
stockpile.
A lot.
Do they read? They read them, or you got one of the kids that just
No, they
puts
read
them.
them.
Aside?
They read them. In particular, Kit reads like voracious.
Loves it.
Yeah, loves it.
He'll be the king of Australian spelling bee.
Completely.
Years to come. Take
They're-
after his mum.
Can I tell you, that's their superpower. They are unbelievable spellers. My daughter's doing grade 6 words in grade 3.
Whoa.
I only just found out. I'm like, wow.
Peg.
You're smart. Anyway, so that's their superpower, and I've encouraged it. But it was getting a bit ridiculous. I spent $40 yesterday on books alone for Kit, and that will be done in a week or two.
Are you kidding me?
No, he's
Like
crazy.
Jack with his Lego.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Every kid's got their little
Yeah.
thing. Anyway, I thought, this madness has got to end. So I went to the library.
Yes.
Went down to the centre of the universe, got a park sort of out the front. I didn't really know where it was because they've changed buildings in the 30 years it's been since I've been there. And I went to the old building that's, offices now. It's this brand new, gorgeous building. I've never been there before. I was very excited.
Yeah.
Picked the kids up from school. We went straight to the library, parked the car, went in. It was very exciting. Straight away, Kit finds a book and he just sits on a chair and reads it. I'm like, this is not for reading. This is for collecting free books that I don't have to pay for. Please look around.
Yeah.
Didn't listen to me, just sat there quietly reading. I mean, he's so gorgeous. I'm so madly in love with him. Anyway, did the right thing. Peg found lots of books and magazines that you can hire.
Is there
because-
plenty in there?
Yes,
Is it a
there
big
is.
library
It is a
still?
big
Yeah.
library and it's got a great selection and I was very impressed. But I've got a stack of books that just guilt me from my table. So I didn't borrow any because I don't trust myself. But I got heaps for the kids and including all the Australia Zoo official magazines.
Smart.
Yeah, they're called Crikey. Yeah. So Peg's got all of them in her bag.
It's original.
Get to the car. So I'm feeling quite pious at this stage. I'm like looking at the pile of books thinking, I must have saved myself $150 if I return them on time, which is, the jury's out.
Yes.
The jury's out on that. But I was feeling really good. I thought, this is a really good feeling. I've saved some money. The kids are reading. Anyway, I get to my car. What's the first thing I see? $120 parking ticket.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Friday, and it's great to see you, Sam. Calmed down a little bit because when I looked outside the studio, the minute you saw Brownie, you were running in circles like an excited chihuahua.
I jumped into his arms.
Yes,
Is
you
that
did.
a normal? That's a normal reaction. isn't it?
Absolutely normal.
Welcome back, John.
Tell you what, you were missed, Sam. On tour, you would have been magnificent.
Do you think you would have gone home in a body bag?
Yes, but I could not have been happier for you to get away. Do you mean? It's like almost a. No, it was a 40th little birthday present
it
yourself
was.
almost.
It was.
Sounds like a wonderful experience. I could think of nothing worse than spending 5 days on the drink with Campbell Brown. But that's just me, mate. That's
These are
fine.
the facts.
This is the great thing about not to be too sincere. This whole team, it's family, but we're all different. We're not all just.
Absolutely.
They're not all the same.
What about
could
if
not
I
think
said?
that'd be
What
the
about if I
worst.
said 5 days on the drink with Campbell Brown, and 4 of them he had the same clothes on?
Yeah, well,
A beautiful lilac shirt
I
on.
heard that earlier, and I don't know why it was celebrated. It was just by day 2 you just stink. Does he even care about?
Did he stink?
I don't know why I'm picking a fight with Campbell Brown. It seems a poor choice.
Let's get out of this break before he throws down the gauntlet.
The brown leather jacket over the lilac shirt the last night was a winner,
Would
though.
have saved everything, Swanee.
Stink.
More tales of Super Bowl coming up. There's some spicy stuff ahead.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Swanee Friday throwouts. I just thought there's some stuff I didn't get to.
Yeah.
One is, of course, welcome back, Brownie.
Welcome
Good to
back,
be back.
Brownie.
And I know
That was
we-
Dave O'Neill. Just held the ship together.
Mate, just a tornado of nonsense every morning. You just look over there and you go, how are you still on air? How are you on radio? In
Please tell me you did Dave's diary.
Of course, mate. And some big numbers coming up too. Some big events.
What was it?
He did the Baker's Delight show, man.
And guess what's
Did he?
coming up for him?
What?
The Nut Conference. And he goes, are you going to pay me in cashew?
Oh, no.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, is
Yeah.
that his lead joke?
Yeah, and then he followed it up with, it's not funny, whatever.
Or whatever. And then just
Honestly.
just kind of just peters out as we're on air. Loses confidence.
You know
But
what
you
I
can
love
see the moment in his eye when yesterday I was talking about in Saudi Arabia they have a camel beauty contest and some of the camels are getting juiced up with Botox and all that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to kind of just tell the story and just out of nowhere, like he's got Tourette's. Man's not a camel.
What?
And he goes, yeah, whatever. It's not
That's funny when he does a function too, that when it's not working, those jokes are not working for him.
Yeah.
Then he just turns on the crowd. Then he heckles the hecklers.
Yeah,
Well, he's-
and also Sam is brutal with him. So Sam's trying to get this story out, and he goes, "Man is not a camel." And then Sam
silence.
goes,
Just silence.
"It's just silence." Like what? And then Sam says to him on air for everyone to hear, "Well, yeah, just say whatever comes into your mind, whether or not it helps my story or not. Just say that. Just do that."
Which he just, put it this way. You ask if he was here. He was here, for, I think, for 5 days. If I was him, I wouldn't invoice for the whole 5. Just if you want, just as a display of goodwill to the
He
company.
was an
it's
absolute.
great.
But he was
joy.
amazing. Now listen, I know we're going to talk Super Bowl later, but just this, I don't care about all your stories. Did you get my noodles or not?
They're not there.
David Chang, Mama Fufu Restaurant, he's released a range of
They're
instant
not
noodles.
there.
John.
They're not there.
John.
They're nowhere to be seen.
Did you try?
A lot of Marlborough Reds, but like I said to you on air, like I was generally distracted. Like I know I spoke to you on was it Monday? Yeah,
Distracted.
distracted by
Distracted.
yeah, distracted by the
Overserved.
by the price of cigarettes.
What do you mean, cheap?
Oh, mate, $8 for a pack of 30s. Jesus.
You'd be bad not to.
I went into the store to buy David Cheng's noodles and walked out with a carton of Marlboros.
Listen, I don't smoke, but did you get me? I'll be able to use them when I go to jail, Swanee.
That's right.
I wanted to tell you about I don't know if you saw this, but since obviously, Swanee, the Rams of Los Angeles defeated the Bengals of Cincinnati.
Yes.
Cincinnati Bengals cornerback Eli Apple. Do you know him, Brownie?
Yeah.
Did you watch him? He had to eat some humble pie. In the lead up to the game, right, he became public enemy number 1 for some constant trash talking. And then in the game, he had a mare. I know when you're actually at the game, you may not have picked up on how bad a game he had. He gave up a penalty that allowed a field goal. Then he became the first defender ever to give up 2 passing touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Well, he was playing on Cooper Cup, wasn't he?
Yeah. So anyway, he got his comeuppance. And obviously social media mocked the Bengals cornerback.
Yeah.
But one tweet didn't go unnoticed by his mother. Because Bally sports reporter Annie Agar wrote, "Such an incredible experience providing coverage at my first Super Bowl, unlike Eli Apple's," right? Alongside a photo of herself. And then Annie Apple, the player's mum, has shot back.
Oh my
She was in no mood to let the slight on her son go. And she's texted back to Annie Agar, the sideline reporter. I can't believe...
saw Annie Agar.
Did you?
Yeah, saw her at the media convention on the Friday.
Yeah, well, she copped a tweet back from Eli Apple's mother saying, "I can't believe that. Word on the street is you catch a lot of balls."
You're joking.
Yes.
Bang!
And you know what?
What a great way to describe. I love that.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd do it early, just not the
Yeah,
kids in the
good, just
car.
get
But
out early.
isn't that a great... Hey, bang.
Yeah.
That's from
Say
your,
it again.
That's from your mum. This is from your mum.
From your mum.
The sideline reporter said, "I've had such an incredible experience providing coverage at my first Super Bowl, unlike Eli Apple's." And Eli Apple's mum has tweeted back, "I can't believe that. Word on the street is you catch a lot of balls."
Mum!
Shot.
That is unbelievable.
Great.
5.
Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
Okay, Dino's pitch. Ow! Dino's pitch. What? Dino's pitch. Dino's pitch. Dino's pitch.
Here it is, our Wunderkind. It's his one chance at fame.
Nah,
It's not.
my chance of fame's coming up soon on The Voice. Hey, John, did you hear that Hitchy is the king of Moomba?
I did. I saw the photo yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Peter Hitchener and Fifi Box.
How the hell has Hitch not been the king of Moomba
It's a
before?
very good question.
That's
Swanee
my
brought it up
automatic
too.
thought.
Right on.
Great question.
Melbourne's thinking that.
Yeah.
He's the king, right? So what would that make me, do you think?
As the son.
As the son
Oh, you're
of
the
the
prince.
king. He is the prince.
Prince of Moomba.
Yeah, it's a big title, and I'm thrilled, actually.
Prince Deano.
Have you got your answers ready? Because the last time
Yes,
they,
the answers are.
No, what are you talking about?
He doesn't sweat, and he was at Pizza Express.
Okay.
They're the answers.
Have you taken a leaf out of Christine's book when she was the Queen of Moomba?
There's
What are you
weird.
talking
Oh,
about?
get stuffed.
What are you talking about?
Moomba is the good old days that we're still able to enjoy in 2018.
It's the good old days.
Is it really? Is it Saffron Hill, is it? I didn't know Moomba was Saffron Hill.
Moomba is more of a feeling. That's the kind of nonsense you'll say.
I'm going to back her up here. She's been interviewed she's been stopped about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, and is that...
Yeah, and she thought, actually, I'm getting sick of answering the same question. I'm going to just change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just bring something sort of new to the table. And she's just gone for a bit of a twist on words.
Yeah, just nonsense.
It is so brilliant. I just can't believe how many people are here and what an absolute honour this is.
You were drinking back in those days. You were loaded.
I actually wasn't. That's just me
should.
being stupid.
You should have.
I should have been.
Anyway.
I should have been.
Anyway, I'm the Prince of Moomba. Who cares? And
I like your pronunciation of Moomba.
it changes every time. So, being the Prince of Moomba, you guys were floating that I should be on the float with Hitchy yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted a he was going to have a rescue dog.
Yeah.
He was going to have a rescue dog.
Why
Why
can't
have
he-
a rescue dog when you can have the ultimate
Exactly.
rescue dog?
No, that'd
woof.
be amazing.
The
Deano.
rescue dog just sitting on your lap. You can
Yeah.
do a both.
Oh, no, see, I see him cross-legged in front of Hitchy. in front of the throne.
When we used to do the grand final parade the day before, and you go through the streets, well, you sit in the car with a teammate, and you can have whoever else you want in that car.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. So a lot of the boys would bring kids with them.
Yeah.
I had a mate jump in one year.
Yeah. Why would you have your kids out?
It was Campbell Brown had a lilac shirt on. But so, mate, you'll be able to jump in.
Well, I don't think it's a bad idea now because yesterday something not great happened. We've decided that I'm not going to go on the float.
Why?
Hitchy had a big day yesterday of lots of press and lots of interviews, and they did this little thing where they did a practice float with him, and I went down to... I went on the float with him, and we've decided that on the day I won't be with him.
We've decided, or was that decision taken out of your hands?
It was above me. It was the people that run it.
Did it not go well yesterday,
What happened?
the practice run?
Well, here is us just going past just general crowds.
Hello. Hey. Hello.
Don't touch my daddy, peasant scum.
No, that's not quite...
Sorry.
How we
Sorry.
get on with our constituents where they're welcome to... Sorry, my son's a little... I think he's car sick.
I've got a sword. Then we went past some old people.
Hello there.
Hey, gang. How you going?
Oh, isn't it lovely? Good to see you.
Dad says you're a drain on his kingdom's resources. What?
They're our kids.
Don't touch Daddy.
You're very welcome. He's just... he's a little car sick. That's all it is.
I'm completely sound of mind. That was a...
He's a little car sick.
Really gone. You've gone for the old. You've gone for the aged.
Hey,
Drain on Daddy's resources.
there was a hot lady that in the crowd.
Yeah.
Hey, yes, son.
I'm very attracted to a girl coming up on the left.
Oh, how lovely.
You're the king. Put in a good word for me.
Just wave and say hello. Hello there. Good to see you. This is my son.
Do you want to date a prince? I'm a goddamn prince.
And sometimes he says things that he later regrets.
I can't sweat, can I, Dad? Legally, because of the wall. Wink.
Oh, no, mate.
Nova.
Chrissy Swan, Sam Pang, and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Star.
All right, I nearly didn't talk about this, but last minute change because Sam, for the first time in 7 years, has just said, I want to hear the latest.
Breakthrough.
It's a breakthrough, guys.
Big.
And he wants to hear the latest on
What's
Kanye.
happened since I've been away?
I've just decided to be more engaged and be more respectful of my fellow broadcaster. There was a note for management.
Kanye West. So he wants the latest on Kanye West and Pete Davidson. Have you been across this or not really? Because you've been in a drunken stupor for a week.
I haven't been across anything. No, I've been working. Been working hard.
Have you? Is that what you call it? So Kanye West has been on and off Instagram for the last week or so, saying all sorts of weird things. He's obviously having a mental health issue. And he's really taken aim at his wife's new boyfriend, Pete Davidson, who I have a huge soft spot for.
Everyone does.
I'm Team Pete, I think. Kanye posted a photo of Pete Davidson from an SNL skit wearing a red MAGA-style hat, Make America Great Again. Do you pronounce that MAGA or MAGA? MAGA. Whatever. His version says, make Kanye 2006 again. And Kanye said, hi, Skeet, you got any more mental health jokes for me? This boy thought he could get away with performing this sketch for the team that wrote this for him. This is not harassment. This is payback. I think someone needs to take his phone off him, like they did to the president.
Can I say something mildly controversial?
Of course.
You know, just because you have mental health issues, of which, of course, is very sad. No one wishes that upon anyone.
No, we've all got a little bit of something, haven't we?
Just remember this rule for life. Just because you have mental health issues doesn't mean that you can't be a dick.
That's what Pete Davidson said.
It's a very good point.
Yes. Here, have a listen.
Kanye, I know you're like, yo, this is the real me. I'm off the meds. Take them. There's no shame in the medicine game. I'm on them. It's great. Take them. There's nothing wrong with take them. If I ever got on a plane and the pilot said, I just want all you to know, this is the real me flying, I'd jump out. Being mentally ill is not an excuse to act like a jackass.
Hey! Exactly what you said. No wonder you wanted me to do this segment.
Never use the word jackass, and I will, but I might start.
A little bit of
Putts, jackass.
that wasn't plagiarism, wasn't it?
John, I hadn't heard that, John.
Like the old 80s when you used to, find out a bit of joke over in America and then you'd put it on live TV in Australia.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Lachy Hulme. He's Aussie acting royalty who's worked alongside the likes of Robert De Niro and Jason Statham. Next month, he can add Matt Preston to that list as he sits next to him on Celebrity Gogglebox. Lochy's here to talk about the Peninsula Film Festival, which runs March 11 to 13. Go to peninsulafilmfestival.com.au for more info. Here's Lochy.
God, I love the fact that you're here in person, Lachy Hulme.
I can't believe that you guys are all here in person. I mean, the remote learning, remote living, remote broadcasting world. God, this is, takes a lot to get me out of bed early in the morning.
I've heard this about
you guys get me out of bed in the morning.
And to read the intros for Fox Footy.
Well, and you've been stealing a bit of my thunder, as a matter of fact, Brownie, because
you couldn't get in there, and all of a sudden I got the call up. I did feel a little bit inferior.
Well, hang on a sec. I've been doing what I can do from home because, when the pandemic hit, I just pivoted. And interestingly, prior to the pandemic, I was meant to go off into the outback to do a film that ended up not happening. But the Fox Sports, Fox Footy team had organised this, what we call the $1 million microphone. So you think Cole Sandilands is down and, John Laws and all those guys. Back off, kids. They sent from Fox Sports in New York this big kit with the $1 million microphone. So you can you don't need any of the buffers, you don't need anything. You can record it anywhere. So I could literally be sitting in a caravan in the middle of the outback.
Wow.
They sent that to you, Lochy?
They sent it to me. That's how much I'm beloved at Fox Footy.
You really are.
Stop stealing his stuff.
All right.
Brownie.
And so when the pandemic hit, this kit had been sitting there at the office for like 2 years. And suddenly it's like, Lochy, you'll be working from home from now on. I don't even know how to plug in a phone, let alone. So they had to show me, Paulie Baxter, our great sound engineer, sending out big hugs to Baxtertronics. I know you're listening, pal. And Sam Pang is just shaking his head, saying, I envy that man. I envy that man.
No, we're used to plugs on this show.
Yeah, and so that's what I've been doing. But then, because I am not just the voice of Fox Footy, I'm also a massive footy fan. And suddenly I hear Brownie, who, might I add, sounds like an Italian undertaker. I mean, you're watching Fox Footy.
Yeah. All I was trying to do, I must admit, there was a lot of pressure there when at the end of each show you had to say, this has been a Fox Sports presentation. Yeah. All I could think of was, how would Lochy do it?
Yeah.
I was just trying to get the grumbly
like that,
voice.
apparently.
No.
Yeah.
This has been a Fox Sports presentation.
Jesus! That's a voice.
I mean, what a gift.
Can we hit these buzzers every time I do a voiceover? Because or can I get a check every time I do a voiceover?
Do your voiceover and plug the film festival.
Okay, well, all right, well.
The Peninsula Film Festival. Come on.
Coming up, the 11th Peninsula Film Festival. So let's talk about the Peninsula Film Festival quickly. For all you super kids and groovy cats at home, listening in your cars on your way to work, I want you to envision a balmy, beautiful March Saturday evening at the Dramana Drive-In. You have to come along to the Dramana Drive-In because of the pandemic. You can get out of your cars and go to the food stalls and come up and give me a kiss or a hug.
I love Dramana Drive-In so much.
Right. Well, of course, this is the thing because of the pandemic. So Steve Bastoni, great Australian actor and one of my dearest mates, started this festival. Used to be on the Village Green at Rosebud, and we'd have 5,000-6,000 people there with the biggest outdoor movable LED screen in the world to screen the short films. And because of the pandemic, Stevie just pivoted like we all had to, and we're at the Dramana Drive-In for the second year running because of the pandemic. But
fabulous.
It's awesome.
What about this judging panel? So there's you.
Am I in
Lochy.
it? Oh, right.
Is that right?
I was wondering why.
Hey, Michaela Bannis, one of ours, Kate Atkinson.
Yes.
And Madeline West.
Madeline West, beautiful.
She's coming down from Byron for it, is she?
She is. Mads is coming down. Now, not only that, we've also got, look at that.
No, that's a different sheet. You grab my
For
shit.
Locky's iPhone. This is
It's a
your,
great,
These are your talking points.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
We're gonna do that next.
And
we're gonna go through.
You guys thought, the listeners at home just thought it was all
hold on.
just impromptu brilliance.
We don't usually get to them.
I don't think they ever believed that for a second.
Can I keep this? Because this is all about me.
Get
pretty good.
Get to the Peninsula Film Festival. Go online, peninsulafilmfestival.com.au. Really, it's a good reminder that we can actually live again and do amazing things.
Yeah.
Get online, get tickets for you and the fam. Please stick around, Lachy Hulme.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Lachy Hulme.
I know we've got to get through something controversial quickly before we move on. You said Clubber Lang was the most terrifying Rocky villain in history.
Yeah, Mr. T.
Ivan Drago?
Ivan Drago is a small bee's appendage behind Clubber Lang.
Okay.
Ivan Drago, I must break you. Is terrifying. But Clubber Lang had just such venom. He's like a vicious, venomous snake. He's in Rocky's face all the time. Yeah. I'm gonna kill. He's just mouthing off, and you just go, and he's actually height appropriate to Sly Stallone, so it kind of worked.
I feel like we're getting a little insight into what we can expect from your appearance on Gogglebox. I was very excited. I think the cast is absolutely outstanding.
Celebrity Gogglebox, Chris.
Yes, and I kept on reading the names going, wow, I'm interested in what they have to say, and then it came to Lachy Hulme and Matt Preston. I just thought, they are already my favourite.
You guys are all thrilled about it. No disrespect to Network 10 or to Foxtel, but when, the formal offer came through, I rang my manager and just said, well, it's come to this. Yes.
No!
Years and years of perfecting my craft as an actor, never being a celebrity, never having my photo taken in public, just being the mystery man, only my friends know me, and now I'm a prostitute on Channel 10. And you know what else is going to happen?
Channel 10 want you to stop doing publicity right now, by the way.
I know. I can hear brains exploding down on Chapel Street.
It's gonna be great.
But I'll tell you, Matty Preston promised that he would cook for me. Okay. So they said, because we want you guys on the couch. And Matt said, no, I'm not sitting on the couch. I'm going to be sitting at a kitchen table serving food to Lachy while we get drunk and watch the telly.
That's an offer you can't refuse.
So I went from saying to Matt, listen, mate, no way, I'm never going to do this. And when he said, that's what we're going to do, and I said, all right, count me in.
So, mate, you've got to watch how much... So this is what do they usually watch? They usually watch.
And this shows you how stupid I am. I didn't realise you actually had to watch the shows. I thought they just showed you like little clip packages to get a smart-ass response. No, we got... so it's 2
reruns of ADBC. That'd be very good.
That's a really great show.
All right, mate.
Bang. Shots fired.
I think from what I gather, you've got to watch topical shows that that are on week to week. Like you might have to watch Maths.
What?
Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight.
Okay, well, it's interesting you say that because I had to do an interview about this the other day, and I said, look, I just hope they show me some documentaries, some sport, some things like that, because they said
they're not going to.
They put Married at First Sight on. I mean, I start spitting at my television when the ads are on for that show.
Well, this is going to be great viewing if the ads enrage you.
It's the old John Belushi line. He said, I've got one television, it's an old black and white, and it's covered in spit.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for it. When have you started? You haven't started filming?
We shoot not this weekend. What is it today? Friday.
It's Friday.
So now next Friday night and then Saturday night. So to answer your question, Samuel Pang, it is 2 5-hour sessions.
Right, okay.
Now, but here's my thought, because we're all Back to the Future fans here, okay? Now, we all know Doc
I love
Brown.
how you just assume that is true.
Well,
it is true.
Because I know it's true.
It is true, but I like the
bunch
assumption.
of people, and all of our listeners are incredibly intelligent and just, buy whatever products we're selling to you, too, by the way. Yeah. But anyway, Back to the Future. Doc Brown, of course, discusses the space-time continuum.
Yes, he does.
So what happens if the regular Goggleboxers who are on the show all the time watching TV, commenting on things, watch Celebrity Gogglebox and comment on us, and that's a show.
Yes.
And I'm at home watching them commenting on me while I comment on them. Now, will that break the space-time continuum?
Yeah. Well,
will the universe explode? Tune in because that's the kind of action you can look forward to on Celebrity Gogglebox.
Please wear a cravat.
Just make sure you get your Herald Sun TV lift out on Sunday and you'll see.
Here we go.
I'm on the front cover, buddy, and you'll see exactly what
Irresistible.
I'm
Real quickly, I'm doing the maths. If you're filming 2 nights in a row, you won't want to get drunk the second session. You'll be hung.
What are you, nuts?
I'll back you.
The only way to get rid of a hangover, you fool, is to drink more.
I'll back you. I don't think that's the issue. That won't be a
Sweet
problem.
kid, Deano.
What are you,
This is
nuts?
Lachy Hulme. This is Lachy Hulme.
Hey, we got to go, man. The 2022 Peninsula Film Festival is on from March 11 to 13. Go and experience this. It's truly wonderful. PeninsulaFilmFestival.com.au.
And Celebrity Gogglebox is going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Well done on saying yes.
Should be comedy with a capital K.
I'm ready.
Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Is everyone going to have a dance this weekend? Because dance floors are back. Apparently, the restrictions are going to ease 6 p.m. tonight, which means that you can go to a dance floor and have a boogie.
Jack Charles. Jack Charles is already dancing. I keep hearing Ash Gardner say a raft of changes. A raft of changes. Gardner, what are they
That
again?
is a word I like.
Just for those who, don't religiously tune into you on every half hour, right? Do you mind just repeating?
What do you mean you're not listening intently to every single one of my bulletins?
Lose the attitude. Just
All
what
right.
are the changes, Gardner?
So density limits are scrapped from 6 p.m. tonight for hospitality venues. Dance floors open, like Chrissy
So that
said.
means, let me just clarify. So your favourite restaurants, sometimes you can't get a table because they're like, I'm sorry, there's tables here, but we're only running at 60%.
Yep.
Okay.
Now that's gone. So you will be able to get into your restaurant that you like.
That's good. I got a 40th tonight, so I'm going to pull out some moves, I reckon.
Yes.
Oh, well, what a birthday present for that lucky young man. What else?
The QR code check-in rules at retail venues, schools and some workplaces is no longer required.
So that's good when you're going into witchery or they're really militant at sportscraft. Check in.
I don't want to be. I've stopped doing that a while ago. Anyway, what else you got?
So over the next week, they're also going to review the recommendation to work from home and masks in the office. So, that'll be reviewed over the next week, and then an announcement will be made. And there's some speculation today that in the next week as well, there'll be an announcement around crowd caps in time for the start of the AFL season.
Do you have to wear masks in offices?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we do, Brownie.
How long that's been that's been a rule for?
Like we do here.
Like we do, John.
Okay, so
Just picture Sam Pang tonight on a dance floor.
Sammy's favourite song.
Yeah, just drunk and cockeyed, just looking angry.
Yeah, I'm just dancing. I'm giving it my all.
Yeah.
And
But
meanwhile,
I'm not the guy you're taking home.
no, the girl I want to dance with, she's going home with someone else, but I'm in the corner dancing by myself, giving it all.
good.
Pulling out all the moves.
Can't believe she didn't pick me.
but you've got $20 off that bloke, the Stowy missus.
Just
To get a cab.
get a cab home.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100, and Jonathan is back in one piece from the Super Bowl.
So we haven't gone through the game, and I'm going to preface this with every now and again we might put a bit of mayonnaise on a story. There is zero mayonnaise in this story. So the actual game itself, where did we watch it, all this sort of stuff.
Okay.
We managed to get tickets. Now, apparently they were in the nosebleeds, like really high up, brand new stadium. It's, nosebleeds. Right? So imagine the Great Southern Stand at the MCG, the back row of the 4th level. Trying to watch a game of football.
Absolute nosebleeds.
But I'm assuming initially you would have just been, you're happy to be there.
But you're happy to be there. You're sort of thinking, we follow football, but we're not, we're not there to do analytics or any of that sort of stuff. So we're thinking nosebleed. So we go. So bearing this in mind, I'm sort of in an opportunist mood and realising that the Aussie accent, it opened a few doors for us the previous 2 or 3 nights.
And you've got a bit of Dutch courage, the perfect
Dutch
amount.
courage. Well, the night before, I nearly walked on stage with a performer called Sweetie. When I saw her and her entourage walking in the back door of a club, I joined the line of the entourage. And then I end up in her dressing room as they're calling Sweetie, goes, let's go. It's time to go on stage. I am metres from the stage. And she turns to me and she says, "Who the hell are you?"
Yes.
And
Sweetie.
I said, "I'm the backup swinger, backup singer." Anyway, I've got this.
Up until that point, you were all ready to go on. It took the singer to actually just say, "By the way, you're not come. It's time for me to perform now."
So Sweetie turns to me. She's
How
the
do you
one
spell
that checks
Sweetie?
S-A and then Weedy.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
So anyway, obviously I thought I was out of time. So obviously bearing this in mind, we get to the Super Bowl. We're in the we get through the gate because we have got Super Bowl tickets. And we have got so we're in the concourse, ready to go. The crowd is absolutely heaving. A mate, Magic Mike, a good mate of mine, he decides at the probably worst time that he's going to go quickly to the toilets because if it's a long walk to try and find, there's 7 levels at SoFi Stadium.
I'm with him.
It's like a spaceship. He's thinking, I need to go to the toilet now because it might take us, half an hour to find our seats.
So he's broken away from the pack.
He's broken from the pack.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's an issue with mobile phone.
Dangerous.
There's an issue with mobile phone reception in the stadium this time. I see a waitress go in a service stairwell, which obviously locks when it gets closed. She opens it, walks through it, and just as the door's going to close, I make the quick manoeuvre to grab the door and turn to the boys and said, "Boys, follow me." So,
have you ever been to this stadium before?
Never been to a stadium in my life. I thought, what's the worst could happen? So we work our way up.
There's lots of really bad things. Yeah.
So she pops out on the main hospitality, so the main where all the corporate boxes are. I come out, and as soon as we get there, security is there, and they say, excuse me, what are you doing here? And I was thinking, we're going to have to act quick on our toes.
G'day, mate.
I said, "G'day, mate. I'm the boss of Fox Sports in Australia. I'm trying to find the Fox Sports America box, because I've got to go around there and get there quickly." And they said, "Well, hang on a minute, you've got no credentials." I said, No, that's all right. We're from Australia. Again, I've just reiterated, "G'day, mate. We're from Australia. We've left our credentials at home, at the hotel." And they said, "Okay." So next minute, they're on the call.
God.
They're on the radio to security, and they're going, we need to find the Fox Sports America box really quickly. We've got some guys here. We need to hurry up there and get them to the box." So we're thinking, okay. They get the call back down their ear about 2 or 3 minutes later saying, "Yep, they're all good to go. This is where the box is." So obviously this has gone to the next level. So I turned to the boys and said, "Rightio, boys, we've got to be on our best behaviour, but we're also got to be full of bravado.
Thanks.
And you just got to follow me." Because there's got to be no sort of cracks in confidence.
Because you're the boss of Fox. You're the boss of Fox.
At this stage, I'm the boss of Fox Sports Australia. And I know enough names that I'm thinking in a situation I'm going to have to drop a name at some stage. So anyway, we get to the door. So the boys are armed and ready. At this stage, there's 2 of us.
Yeah, but you all look like extras from The Hangover. You look like a bad remake on Fox.
You don't look like a boss.
The Hangover.
Absolutely.
Straight to DVD Hangover.
Yeah.
But Swanee, I'd had a shave that morning. I was ready to go.
Say no more.
Beautiful new blue shirt on. At this stage, Mike's still down on level 1 in the toilet. So he's walked out of the toilet going, "Where's the boys gone?" We're on our way around to the Fox Sports America box.
And you never saw him again.
We walk in. So the boys are armed and prepared with the cover story. So I knock on the door. They open the door. The boss of Fox Sports comes straight out. And they introduced me. I said, "Hey, look, I'm Jonathan Brown from Australia. I work for Fox Sports Australia." So I've obviously had to drop the Fox Sports. Yeah. I said, "My boss in Australia, who is the Fox Sports boss, Steve Crawley, said it would be absolutely rude of you guys if you did not come around and say hi to the guys." And they go, "Oh, wow, it's so kind of you." So I said, "Look, I used to play football in Australia, and I didn't want to pump my own tyres up." At this stage, a mate of mine's there. He's already loaded on YouTube the clip of me taking the 2002 Mark of the Year.
Just in case you were doubting whether I played or not, my mate has loaded up a highlight of my career.
So next minute, the boss of Fox Sports America is going, "Oh, wow, that's amazing." He's watching the mark. "Hey, guys, you got to come over here and watch this mark." And he goes, hey, look, guys, you got to come in here and just enjoy yourself. You're welcome. Enjoy the hospitality. Have a great time. So we watched the whole game, including the halftime show. as guests of the Fox Sports America box with no credentials, to the point where we were the last people to leave that box.
Of course you were.
With the boss of Wendy's in America, who was getting in trouble from his wife because his wife's saying, hey, Dave, we're going to go. And he goes, I just want to kick on with these Aussie boys.
Jonathan!
You know what? Listen, we haven't done this for a while.
Look how thrilled he is with himself.
I can't shake your hand enough, mate. I can't shake your hand enough.
That is
unbelievable.
But what happened to Mike down in the basement?
Well, we thought we can't go too early with Mike. We've just got to build the relationships. Next minute, Marianne, the chairman, comes over, and you could tell Marianne was pretty hard. But she got quickly enamoured with the Aussie boys. And then after a half an hour of conference, we said, look, we've lost our mate. Is it okay if he comes up into the box to join us? Sure, bring him up. Enjoy the hospitality. You guys, this box is yours for the day. So
I would have left Mike in that toilet.
I know.
Until the last quarter.
Who's Mike?
Exactly.
Who's Mike?
What did Mike say when he opened the door to the box?
Well, he just couldn't believe it about the view. And the question we asked him was, what were our seats like?
How bad were they?
Yeah, mate, he said they were the worst. They were right up the back row. And said, well, so we've gone from the worst seats in the house to this corporate box, and it was just unbelievable. And on the way out, this guy who was, I think he might have been Mexican or he certainly South American.
Don't do the accent.
No, I won't. He was our waiter all day, and the last question he asked me on the way out, he goes, hey, boys, just got to ask you, by the way, were you guys meant to be in this box today?
Yes. Did you tell him no?
Listen, Jonathan Brown, I know that you've won premierships, you've had children. Was that the proudest day of your life? How did that feel to pull that off?
It felt amazing, and geez, I didn't realise how good that mark was.
No, it was a good mark.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Good morning, Melbourne. It is tidbit time. Pangy, do you have a tidbit? These two don't. You don't have to.
Are you kidding me? I'm still shocked from Ash Gardner's one about whatever it was.
Okay, no. Just know would work.
Yeah, sorry, no.
Jennifer, tidbit time. Let's roll.
Hi, Jen, are you there?
Oh, kill me.
Yes, hi.
Jennifer, tidbit.
May I offer you a tidbit?
Yes, please.
People who suffer from Parkinson's disease don't actually tremor or shake while they're asleep.
I didn't know that.
That's a good tidbit.
Can I ask why, or do you have no further information?
So with Parkinson's, you don't produce enough dopamine and serotonin. And while you're asleep, you don't need to produce those two hormones. So therefore, your body doesn't shake because it has enough in stock.
With the backup info too. That's huge.
With the backup. Hey, Jennifer, may I offer you a tidbit?
What?
You may.
You live in the same suburb as a very excellent chicken shop called Mon Poulet.
Oh, we're doing postcards
Have
again.
you been there?
No, I haven't.
You must go there. It's
Okay,
unbelievable.
I'll check it out.
You'll lose your mind. Mon Poulet.
What's it? What's it? Montpoulet.
Yeah.
And where is it? In Croydon.
In Croydon.
So can you just say, I'm here in Croydon, out the front of Montpoulet.
Sure. I'm here in Croydon, out the front of Mon Poulet. They've got a French rotisserie here. Come inside and have a taste.
There it is. Let's go inside.
Dipper's waiting inside for you.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
Going, hey, how about this thing?
All right.
How about them potatoes
Good
and
to see you,
bacon?
Dip.
That's not quite how he talks.
Isn't it?
Spot on.
A double pass.
Wasn't I saw him in LA.
Oh, yeah. He was at the Super Bowl.
Was he at the Super Bowl?
I saw him in LA one of the nights. He was wearing a cowboy hat.
And nothing else,
Hey,
probably.
that's always a good sign.
Oh, for God's
Jennifer,
sake.
a double pass to see Amy Shark. How good?
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Good on you,
Good on
Jen.
you.
Amy
Jen.
Shark, Cry Forever Tour at Rod Laver Arena, March 4. Tickets at amyshark.com.
Kel from Melton.
Morning, people. May I offer you a tidbit?
You may, Kel.
Did you guys know that pearls dissolve in vinegar?
Go again.
Pearls dissolve in vinegar. I did not
Correct.
know that.
There you
That-
go.
How's that?
That means that you can't, like, toss a salad with your hands if you're wearing a pearl ring.
I'm not sure.
Good points, one.
I reckon if you're wearing a pearl ring, you're not tossing salads. I think you're waiting them. I think you're sitting at a table waiting to be served them.
Serve the salad,
That's true.
Can you make a salad wearing a pearl necklace, or is it...
You can, because that doesn't go anywhere near the salad.
Yeah, sure.
Like your neck doesn't. The necklace is well and truly away.
Kelly,
from
you're
the
off.
salad.
You're off to Hoyts. You're in a recliner, and you can enjoy that. Go to hoyts.com.au. Hoyts Cinemas. Book now.
And Kel, you're also in the draw for 50k. You may get the call today from Kate, Tim, and Joel telling you that you got 50 grand.
Is it today?
So
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Good on you, Kel.
I don't care.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Cameron Daddo. He's a colleague and good friend whom you may have heard across the dial on our sister station, Smooth FM. He's an actor, musician and presenter who's appearing as a wild card on Dancing with the Stars All-Stars. It kicks off 7 p.m. this Sunday on Channel 7. Here's Cam.
Hi, Cameron Daddo. It's always such a thrill to see you.
Thanks, Chrissy. I didn't say hi to Deano before. How are you, Deano?
Hey, brother, you look good as hell.
God.
As always.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
I don't want to objectify you, but you are a handsome man.
Yes.
Striking.
Jeez.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Just
Sam.
say
You are objective.
yes, I am.
I can just say I'm objectively thankful and grateful
How do
to
you
my
do it?
parents.
How do you do it?
Jeans and olive oil.
Yeah, that's good. We'll take
Olive oil.
it.
Yeah.
We'll
olive oil.
take that. We'll take that.
Olive oil on every meal.
Yeah, it's a teaspoon of olive oil, or the other one is avocado oil. You tried that?
I rub that on my body.
Right on.
Geez, that'd be
Is that
that'd be
before you
expensive.
dive on the? Is that before you dive on the twister board?
Just for a long distance swim. I like to just.
Is there a better reaction to anything than a small pause and right on?
You did that once,
To
didn't you?
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you, mate? You ready to dance?
I'm ready to dance. Ready. Have any of you four done it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I can't imagine you. Out of all of us, though, who would you think's most likely, or who would be best suited? Cameron.
Oh, I'm going to say Chrissy, of course.
Right on.
You a good dancer, Swanee?
No, I'm a terrible dancer.
You a good singer, though?
I'm not really a good singer either. There's this belief that I'm a good singer. I'm not. I'm neither. I enjoy singing, and I like to shake off my bad mood with a dance, but I'm not. I'm not good at either of them.
Are you a good dancer, Cam?
No.
So why are you doing this?
Well, because I wanted to challenge myself. I thought I could be the moves like Jagger, but it's the moves like Stagger.
Do it.
Bang.
Do it.
And it's a good way to get. It's a good way to get fit as well. You got to train for so long.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to. Normally they would train for so long, and these dancers, right? They take years to perfect, and I learnt 4 at the same time, and I had 2 weeks to get them ready. So yeah, it was incredibly intense.
What sort of songs? I love the daggy singing with that show. It's like, someone going, like, whoa, with the moves like a Jagger.
An off-brand, an Aldi version
it's
of
like
a pop song.
similar to the real version, but not.
Yeah, well, for in terms of what they can put on, they can't. So we will rehearse to the real track. Like we had an Imagine Dragons track. We danced to that on Sunday night.
That Thunder one.
It's a little different. I can't actually say what it is because I don't remember the name of it. But then Megan, my partner, brings in. She goes, "This is what we're dancing to," and I'm like, "It sounds the same." And she goes, "No, it's a karaoke version of it, which a composer makes so that they can actually pay for it. They don't have to pay full ride because it's not the Imagine Dragons version. It's a facsimile of So that's why they do it. And what happened was there was in the version that we were dancing to, there was no snare drum, like really heavy snare drum, and we're dancing to a tango. So Megan's like, "It's not right. It's not right." And sent it back to the music director and said, "We need some more snare drum so Cameron can find his rhythm."
Ooh.
I was struggling. Yeah.
You got any questions for Cam, or are you just going to wait and you think about Super Bowl stories to tell us?
If you were, well, he did used to live in LA, so we're talking about Super Bowl off air.
Yeah.
Okay.
But did you? Because I actually did do a bit of dancing while I was over there. I can't say I would have done as well as Cam.
1, 2, 1,
And I did a bit of dancing to that song that Deano had to dump about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, from Saweetie. You want to hear it, anyone?
No.
I wouldn't have thought so. Hey, what's the hardest dance move? The cha-cha?
Look, I didn't get to a cha-cha. I was on, like I said, I had a tango, which was very tough because the tango, you have to have your head at the same level. They kept saying you're dancing in a really low-ceilinged room. And so we do a tango in the morning and then we do a Viennese waltz in the afternoon. And the Viennese waltz is this lilty up and down thing. And so by 6 o'clock, after 6 to 8 hours of dancing, I'm meshing the two and everyone's getting very upset with me. Just going, no, that's the Viennese waltz. Okay, now you're doing the tango. Come on, harden up. Cup of concrete. All that sort of
We
stuff.
want to get to the sexy secrets because we just do.
Do we?
We do.
I've just realised, Swanee, why he looks so good. He's been dancing for 6 weeks.
Yeah, he's so
Now
handsome.
when they finish the dance, they always look unbelievable.
Making love, maybe.
It looks like a great cast. This is a good one. It's a really good cast. Were there any assholes in there, Cameron Daddo?
Ass licking sons of bitches.
Oh, okay.
No.
Dump that one, Jackie. Let it go.
No, they were all good. Watch. I want to get the plug out so that we can have some one-on-one time with you and Sam. All Stars premieres 7 o'clock Sunday, 20th of February, which is this Sunday, on Channel 7 and 7 Plus.
How'd you go with Sam Mack, the weather jester?
Oh, he is a jester, isn't he? He's quite the clown. He's a good fella. I like him.
Yeah, nice guy.
Denny Hines?
Yeah, Denny and I have history.
What?
Yeah, we have history. She was in a play called Big River with me.
That's right.
Many years ago. And then she sang in my band, Baby James, after that. So it was good to see her because she lives overseas now.
She does.
What about my favourite, Olympia Valance? What was Valance up to?
Well, this first time I'd ever met her.
Isn't she heaven?
She's an absolute beauty.
Isn't
she's
she?
a goddess, isn't she? She walked out in this red dress one. I was like, oh my God.
All right, myself.
Who are you?
She's so funny and fun as well. She's so great.
She's and can bake.
Yes, she's an amazing cook.
Is she?
Yes.
Incredible.
That's a specialty.
Cakes.
Settle down, Daddo.
Settle down, Daddo.
Mate,
The sort of cakes Deano likes.
Have a glass of water. Time for this.
Sexy Secrets with Sam.
Listen, Cam, you do a podcast with your wife, the great
Alison Bray.
about parenting and, just other marriage tips. We had one of the what's her name?
You all right?
Alessandra
Rampolla.
Yes, from Mass.
Yeah,
She's a sexologist.
Right.
And I just had some secrets that I wanted to share with her, but I'll do it for you as well if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely. I think she's fabulous, by the way.
She is fabulous.
Yeah. Best thing on that show.
Sex is completely natural and you shouldn't be embarrassed about it. Now time for another sexy secret with Sam.
Music can be the ultimate mood setter and a wonderful accompaniment to the ultimate act of intimacy. Here's some tracks to consider to get the juices flowing.
Come sail your ships around me.
It's Dennis Walter.
It's the great Dennis Walter. Any others, Deano?
Was that lyric, come sail your ships around?
That's
Certainly
right.
was, Daddo.
Yeah,
That's right, big boy.
Any others? No. Well, I was going to say, just on that, word of warning, music can mask the sound of a... don't worry about that bit. Some choice beats may also help when it comes to impotence. Sometimes, unfortunately, men can get a dreaded flat tyre on the long drive to Pound Town.
That line.
Nothing.
Did she say that?
No, these are my secrets.
Of course they are. Okay.
So unfortunately, men can get a dreaded flat tyre on the long drive to Pound Town. Nothing can bring down the mood like a limp cannon. And that's where music can play a role, Cameron Daddo. A strategically placed musical sting may save the day if, for whatever reason, you've not managed to keep the wolf from the door. Instead of lying there awkwardly, attempt to lift the mood by playing this.
Yes.
You don't even have to say anything. I know you love them. I'll text you the rest later.
All right. I'd actually like to use them on Smooth, Sam, because, I am the night king.
Oh. Hey, we've done...
And sometimes we need some help there.
Remember, I did my Smooth auditions. Maybe I can get you to do Sexy Secrets with Cameron on Smooth.
We need to do... I don't know why we haven't done it before.
You've
We
got
need to do that.
You've got to do it again. Cam, what is your shift on Smooth? I just got to know so that I can listen in.
9 until midnight.
Oh my God, you would get some fruity callers.
We just love it.
Especially in this Sexy Secrets segment.
Oh, yes.
I think Sexy Secrets sound fantastic. I think we need to do that.
We don't have time for one more sexy secret?
No, we do not.
I miss you, Cameron Daddo. It's so thrilling to see you, even though it's only on a screen.
I'm coming to Melbourne.
When? Are you? When?
I don't know. Now.
Dancing with
I'm
the
going to go to the
Stars.
airport. I'll see you there.
All Stars. 7 p.m. Sunday on Channel 7 and 7 Plus. Oh, he just took his shirt off.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
On Over 100, welcome back, JB. It's been a great...
Yes.
Just wanted to
Jonathan's been in the
clarify-
Super Bowl for a week.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. Obviously, by the way, enjoy our new freedoms as restrictions ease tonight at 6 p.m. It's very exciting.
I'm going to go dancing.
You'd be nimble on your
Oh,
feet
no,
too
that's
after all
right.
that walking.
What?
Oh, I've got to be at home with the kids.
But I just wanted to say a big thank you to Dave O'Neill for filling in all week, and also
Yes, thank
for
you,
you,
Dave.
Jonathan Brown, for returning in one piece. We're all very happy. Now, in the lead up to your Super Bowl extravaganza, you were telling us you were going to mingle with some stars, and
Yes.
there was Conor McGregor, the Wolf of Wall Street,
Shaquille O'Neal.
Jordan
Belfort.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, I didn't say this. So
No, that's good. That's it.
Campbell
Was it-
Brown said it. Who was going to be
Oh,
with me?
distancing. Distancing.
By the way, if you're just tuning in, I did say on the record that I could think of nothing worse in my life than spending 5 nights with Campbell Brown.
Wearing the same clothes.
But take Peyton Manning aside, which I'll give you that one. That's amazing. Have 3 or 4 beers with Peyton Manning's a big get.
Yes.
Swanee, trust me.
And he gave me his phone to put my number in there, and I put my phone number in there, and it wasn't until half an hour later when the boys said to me, "Did you put +61 at the head of the number?" I go, "No, I didn't." Now he's ringing some random in Cleveland saying, "I'm coming to Melbourne. You're going to look after me."
Yeah, that'll be the reason that he doesn't get in touch with you. Hey, you almost walked onto stage with Sweetie.
Oh, yeah, here
No,
is... No, here is Saweetie.
That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No,
I like that.
Now she twerking.
So I'll kind of give you that one.
Well, that
But
was
who else?
good, and it sort of didn't work. It sort of like the 2002 mark of the year that got pulled out a few times. It didn't seem to work as.
That's like a business card.
It's genius.
It's like you say that got us into the Fox Sports box at the Super Bowl. It didn't seem to work as well when Sweetie asked me who I was, and I've gone for the 2002 mark of the year.
That's my best friend.
So just as she was about to go on stage, so
Sam, hang on. Isn't that your parents' wedding waltz?
Yeah.
It was played at the reception, but I can't remember if they were dancing to it. Swanee, listen.
Right,
This is your chance.
quick.
Any others?
What are the top
Anyone-
5 famous people you saw in Los
If there
Angeles?
was even 5.
So, well, 2 of the ones were we had a choice between it was Conor McGregor, who was locked in at an event, and then there was Shaq, who was a maybe at another event. So we've gone, let's go for the locked in one. So we're going to go to the event, the UFC event. We go there. Conor does not show. So then we are thinking, well, now we've got to hightail it across the other side of town. And LA's a big city.
Yeah, LA not easy to get around.
Because there was that sort of slight rumour that Shaq was going to be at this event. Yeah. We go to that same event that I walked in with Sweetie, and then finally, after I got kicked out of Sweetie's dressing room,
What a sentence.
get to our Aussie mates, and we go, "Who's been here?" And they said, "Shaq just left."
Oh, gosh.
And we've gone, please tell me you weren't talking. They go, "Oh, no, we were upstairs in the VIP area. We had a couple of beers with Shaq."
Oh, Brownie.
Man.
I cannot believe it.
So it was unbelievable.
Who's to blame?
Campbell Brown.
Campbell Brown, Brownie. He was convinced. He convinced me that Conor McGregor was going to be. Anyway, so we were stuffed up there.
Who did you see?
Yeah, Peyton Manning, and then the halftime Super Bowl show. So they did 11 songs in 15 minutes.
Well, you and 130 million people saw that, mate.
I know, but I'm just going to say you can't tell on TV.
No, it doesn't count.
You cannot tell on TV who got the biggest reactions. So obviously Snoop and Dre, when they opened, that was a big reaction.
50 Cent would have.
50 Cent. Yeah, they're surprised because no one knew he was going to be on the bill.
That's right.
And when he came out...
And also the beginning of that song, have we got it? There is nothing more exciting. Can you imagine not knowing 50 Cent was going to be there, and then you hear this? I would have lost my mind.
We absolutely did. And the whole, you could feel the stadium shaking.
Oh.
Everyone's just bopping up and down.
I can feel that in my boobs.
You know
it's a really good story.
You know how
if you can
important that
feel
song
it in
is
your
to me,
boobs.
because I am also into having sex. I'm not into
To making love. I know.
And you know what the funniest part about it all was? That Dre and Snoop opened it up. And then obviously, because it goes 15 to 16 minutes, Snoop goes missing for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
He snuck down. He's at the below the stairs. He's just having a quiet joint.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just before he about to come back on stage in front of hundreds of millions of people.
Exactly. It was 12, 13 minute performance. You can't have can't do it. He can't go from start to finish. He's going to have a break.
Yeah, he was down there with a pair of scissors and a Super Bowl of his own, if you know what I mean. Bang!
Yeah, you are on fire.
Yeah, mate, welcome back, big fella.
Well done. And Eminem was unbelievable too at the end. So
also, if you like the halftime entertainment, it's time to buy an eye cream.
Right on.
Yeah.
Also, if you want more of an unfiltered version of it, go to Brownie's podcast.
Okay, we'll get that out there.
See you next week.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissy, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.